Welcome to A-Main Racing, season finale at Talladega, 75 laps. We're going to head over and see what's going on at the race. They're getting ready to practice here, so... I correct myself, it's qualifying. This is qualifying time. Got a pretty good field here tonight of the guys. About the usual crowd. Rolando, Doug Nadel, William Wingate, Christopher Bortolotti, Matt Brooks, Josh Abate, Brian Vandenheck, Brian Wood, Adrian Kempa, Richard Losper, Martin Porter, Seth Hellman, and Chris Kessler. So good crowd here tonight. Turned out some pretty good practice times, and we're going to check out, see what kind of qualifying time we're going to get here. Right now, at the top of the leaderboard, Adrian Kempa with 48.921. So him and William Wingate hooking up together. I practiced a little bit there with William. Pushing the heck out of me, and I pushed the heck out of him, so we did pretty good in practice. Seth Hellman, definitely a strong contender here, usually is. Up on the season ender here, we're going to see how he's going to do here, hooking up with somebody. Chris Kessler right ahead of him. We'll have to see, maybe him and Chris can get hooked up tonight. Brian Wood, always a contender. I watch him a lot during the races, and he's a very good contender. Christopher Bortolotti, definitely. I've seen him win a few times. Got him in victory lane, interviewed him. I hope to see any of these guys in victory lane tonight. Doug Nadel out there. Brian Vandenheck. Adrian Kempa. Adrian bringing it down, or William bringing it down pit road here. These guys practice their pit stops. We'll probably see a couple of them here tonight. Josh Abate out there doing some lap times. Good to see Josh out there tonight. Him and Richard Losper hooking up together there. Leaving that little space between them just to kind of keep the engine cool. That's good practice for pushing, because you can push almost as fast right there, within a couple of miles an hour of top speed, and that's good for, like, if you just want to just cool the engine down. Good. Rolando, definitely a voice to be reckoned with here. Van and Heck, top of the leaderboard right now. In the number 37 there, with a 48.850. Trying to get Doug Nettle up there. Let's see if he can do it this time by. Just can't get him up there any higher. Got him up one position. About it. So these guys pushing the daylights out of each other here, trying to get some good lap times for qualifying. It's just the starting position at Talladega, because it all changes. You get out there and start racing and stuff, it all changes. Head down to the track here to see what everybody's talking about. Well, I believe he disabled the chat. Sorry, excuse me.
job, Adrian.
Yeah, we got that. How you feeling today, Orlando?
Doing well. Sorry I missed you last week.
That's alright. We still got 10.
Get you across the finish line in the #1 spot. I think you can still contend for the championship. I'm pretty much sure that I'm out of it.
So Adrian Kempa on the pole with a 48.395. Rolando coming in second, the same exact time, 48.395. Brian Vanden Heck, third place with a 48.35 or 850. Fourth place is the number 9 of William Wingate. Fifth place is the number 48 of Brian Wood. Sixth place, number 18 of Christopher Bortolotti. Seventh place, the number 01 of Chris Kessler. In the ninth place, the number 27 of Matt Brooks. In the ninth place, the number 8 of Doug Nettle. In the 10th place, the number 74 of Richard Losper. In the 11th place, the number 29 of Josh Abate. In the 12th place, the number 83 of Martin Porter. And in the 13th place, the number 98 of Seth Hellman. And taking up the rear of the field, Blue Martins. So back up here to the leader. Truck should be rolling off here any second. We're going to get this race underway. 75 laps. 3 quick repairs. I did hear him say that. So I'm going to go ahead and update Trading Paints here again just before they get out here and start rolling. Make sure I have them all updated for y'all. So as Adrian gets ready to bring him down here, let's see the pace car duck off, and we're going to get ready for some good green flag racing here at A-Main Racing. Pace car's off.
It's bumper humping time, boys. Green, green, green.
I think I shut that stuff off. I don't want that stuff on. I don't need help with that. So Adrian Kempa taking out, rolling out right off the bat here in the lead. Rolando giving a heck of a push on him. See everybody partnering up here for some good drafting. Gotta have a partner. See William Wingate and Brian Van Heck hooking up together right off the bat. They're coming like a freight train here to catch up to the leaders. They've got a heck of a run on them. If they can just hold it, try to get by them. They come on hooks, so that didn't work that time. See everybody partnered up back in the field here. Brian Wood and Chris Kessler hooked up. Doug Nettle and Josh Abate, Christopher Bortolotti and Matt Brooks hooked up together. Seth Hellman, Richard Losper hooked up. Adrian Kempa still leading. .66 miles around this big oval. And we've got one car here. Blue Martin's back here all by himself, no partner. No, that's too bad. He's like the odd man out. So. This truck's all bunched up here in the front. We've got Brian Wood coming high on the outside of our leaders, Rolando and Adrian. Bidding for the lead on the high side. And they're coming like a freight train behind them too, because Matt Brooks and a few of the others here, man, they're all partnered up and they're switching. And they're trying to reel in the leaders. Everybody wants that lead. This time by lap 5. 70 more to go there, boys. Brian Wood and Chris Kessler going high again. They just can't quite get by Rolando and Adrian without a little bit of help up there. They need like 4 trucks, man, and they would just fly by them. We got William Wingate and Brian Van Heck coming up on the rear again here. They finally got hooked back up together, and this time here they're going to try to go by them. They're looking to the outside. They dive to the outside. Matt Brooks and coming up behind. Matt Brooks definitely one to got to look out for here. Adrian Kempa goes high, dumps his partner off. Partner needs to come up the hill and pick him up. And he does. down here. Matt Brooks looking at the lead on the inside, if he can hold it. These freight trains coming up through the middle, coming up that sucker hole right up through the middle. Brian Wood and Chris Kessler. Brooks is going to probably lead this lap, and he does. Back a little further there, Adrian Kempa, they've kind of lost a little bit of momentum after that front four went by them. They kind of lost a little bit of momentum after having to switch up. So him and Rolando, that cost him a lot of positions. The way these guys are dicing it up out here, it won't be long and they'll be back up front. Matt Brooks and his partner Christopher Bortolotti there, they switch up, and that's going to afford the inside line to get a run on them. But Matt, being as good a pusher as he is, that may not be a problem. They're kind of like right in that sucker hole in the middle, and that's where the speed's at. 3 wide coming out of turn 4, so these guys are really doing good here. I don't want to jinx them, knock on wood. They're doing well. Still 3 wide coming through the tri-oval. And Brian Wood, the lead took that lap. So Brian Wood out in the lead now. Him and Chris Kessler. Everybody just kind of backing off and chilling a little bit here, getting the trucks cooled off. That's probably a smart thing to do. And Adrian Kempa coming right up on the back bumper. Chris Kessler again. I told you it wouldn't be long. They'd be up here. And everybody gets their trucks cooled off a little bit and they get back to pushing. William Wingate and Brian Van Heck taking the run on that outside. They complete that pass, drop it back down low. So Brian Van Heck leading that lap. And 48 of Brian Wood there, kind of like by himself. Kind of got separated from his partner there, Chris Kessler. I'm not sure Chris Kessler kind of staying high in front of Matt Brooks. Whether they're going to re-partner up or what, I ain't quite sure what's going on there. But, don't look now, guys, but the leaders are pulling away. Pulling away by a whole bunch, too. Back here cooling off, they're up there pushing like crazy, and they're switching up. Good switch, guys, good switch. Didn't lose any time. Adrian Kemp coming up close on the back here, but still a little bit of distance between them. Wingate out in the lead now. And these guys come to the line. He'll lead a lap. Brian Wood back here, kind of getting Matt Brooks dumping off Christopher Bortolotti as a teammate. So Christopher and Brian Wood may have to get hooked up here. I don't think it'll be too long. We'll see them two back up in the hunt. Christopher catching up to Brian real quick. And we've got another couple coming back here, Richard Losper and Josh Bate coming from the rear. They'll get caught back up here. We've got pit stops coming up. Go on board here with Ryan Vandenheck and look back at now's when you want to crank up your volume. You can feel the energy coming off these trucks right now. These guys hungry for this win. See Rolando and Adrian pull back out in the lead again. Rolando leading them around. These two guys have come from way back. And caught back up to the field now, so they're running real well. A couple cars way off of the pace there. Josh Bate and Richard Losper running 13 seconds back. Getting kind of crowded up here in the front, boys. We got the 98 and the 8 coming on that high. Seth Hellman and Doug Nettle trying to make a run on that outside, and Doug taps the wall a little bit there in the backstretch. they kind of lost their momentum a little bit when he did that, but they're still hanging in there. They had some really good momentum going, enough to pass them on the outside. Chris Kessler and Matt Brooks coming up in the rear of this pack. They're swapping up now, going into the turn. We'll probably see some pretty good pushing here. Coming to lap 20, so 55 to go, guys. Brian Wood and Christopher Bortolotti have gotten hooked up together. They're running about 5.5 seconds behind, but that's not no big deal, really. Get ready to lap leaders switch up, and they lap Blue Martin there. He kind of was like the odd man out, didn't have a partner. We've got a new leader now. Seth Hellman out there in the lead, being pushed by Doug Nettle. Switch up. Doug Nettle staying low and Seth going high, and they get hooked back up. Excuse me. And here comes Rolando and Adrian back on the inside. Now, this front pack of 8 here, man, just been relentless. Switching up when they need to, not losing the drive. They're really hooked up. The Coors Light machine there, Chris Kessler, backs off of Matt just a little bit. I'm not sure he lost the draft or said he wanted to cool the engine down or what, but It's in behind him now. We got these two here coming big time. Brian Wood and Christopher Bortolotti coming big time, trying to catch back up to the leaders. They want to get back in the race here too, you know. Showing them still about almost 6 seconds behind, but that might change right here. Nah, they're about 6 seconds behind, so they're losing about a tenth or two a lap on the leaders. So the leaders all up here kind of cooling their engines down. William Wingate and Brian Vandenheck are hooked back up again. Speeds of 197 in the backstretch, so man, that's booking in these trucks. See Matt Brooks and Chris Kessler coming on pit road now. Doing 4-tire change, full tank of fuel. And they're away, teammates. We're starting to see some green flag pit stops here now. All the leaders coming in. Adrian Kempa, Rolando coming in on pit road here. So let's kind of watch these guys and see what they do. Oh, Adrian overshot his pit stall. Brian Vandenheck away, along with Rolando. And Adrian Kempa coming up behind him. Adrian losing his partner. Not sure what happened to his partner. Oh yeah, his partner's right ahead of him. Excuse me. Him and Rolando hooked up together. So we'll see green flag pit stops are coming about here. We've got more guys coming down on pit road now. Doug Nettle coming on. Bunch of them here. Brian Wood, William Wingate. The 18, I believe that's Christopher Bortolotti. These guys just taking fuel only, no tires. So, all right. So, as they cycle around here, it's going to Seth Hellman in the lead now, out here all by himself. We'll see. See, they got Brian Vandenheck and Doug Nettle coming right up behind him here, getting a run. Brian Vandenheck going high on that outside. And on by Seth. I believe Seth hasn't headed yet. He may have. I just didn't see him, I guess. Seth's hooking up to Doug Nettle now. Dumping off Brian Vandenheck, his partner. Matt Brooks and Chris Kessler coming up from behind here. They made their pit stops a little bit early. Trying to get some track position. Showing them about 3.5 seconds behind this lead pack. By maybe a tenth or two a lap, but got a long ways to go. Christopher Bortolotti and Brian Wood hooking up together here. This is for 8th and 9th position. And I'm showing them about 8.8 seconds behind the leader. William Wingate kind of stuck out here all by himself now. Running in the 10th position. He definitely got messed up on his pits or something there because oh, okay. Richard Losper here and Joshua Bates still hooked up together, about 30 seconds behind the leaders now. Blue Martin's still out here running. He's one lap down. And leaders coming up behind him rather quickly here. Doug Nettle and Seth Hellman coming fast. With Adrian and Rolando in tow right behind them. Bates still out here struggling along in 10th position all by himself. Brian Van Heck getting hung out to dry here, no partner. Matt Brooks and Chris Kessler catching up to this front pack. They reeled them into about 2.3 seconds. These guys really hooked up in the motor. They're catching his front pack big time. So Doug Nettle and Seth Hellman continue to lead here. Next time by will be a lap 38, so we're going to be over halfway. And no caution so far. We have 3 quick resets, and nobody's had to use them. That's a good thing. Get some good driving out here by these guys. Adrian and Rolando trying to get a run on this outside here. They can stay hooked up. Trying to get a little draft off of them and then make a run on that outside for the lead. I think we're just kind of testing the waters. Adrian, definitely a strong contender here at Talladega, pretty much about anywhere. But he might be just kind of testing the waters. But y'all better look out, because coming up behind you real quick here, Matt Brooks and Chris Kessler. And it's going to make a 6-car mix-up again. We had 8 there for a while. So Rolando and Adrian switching up. Push them into the lead. Doug and Seth switched up, and that kind of cost them a little bit of time, but look who's right on their bumper now. Matt Brooks and Chris Kessler. Here they come. Getting a little side draft off of them guys. They're coming for the lead now. They drove the wheels off them things just to try to get that far, so good job by them guys. Lap 40 out of 75. 35 laps to go, guys. We've had one driver take his truck behind the pit wall, Willie Martin's, loaded it on the trailer and says, "Okay, I'm done for the day, guys. I'll see you next week." This being the season ender, and points are everything. I don't know where Baloo was in the points. I didn't get time to get the points pulled up. Josh Bate, right up on the bumper here, Brian Van Heck and William Wingate. these four getting hooked up together, and that's a good thing. 4 trucks together are very fast here at Talladega. Very important for folks to realize that 4 trucks are faster than 2 alone. I'm telling you what, 4 trucks together can blow by 2 guys drafting like, oh man, they just smoke by them. The guys in the two trucks drafting together, they get out, see if they stop. That's how fast the 4 trucks will go by them. If they can stay nose to tail, they don't even have to touch. Just stay nose to tail, and man, you will book. Christopher Bortolotti and Brian Wood still hooked up here together, running 7th and 8th, doing quite well. They've fallen back a little ways. They're back to about 16 seconds behind the leader. So getting back up here to this front bunch again. Adrian and Rolando taking up the rear of that front pack right there. Matt Brooks and Chris Kessler looking on the outside. Kind of make that stick. Haven't quite cleared yet. I'm sure there's a lot of communication going on between them two. A lot of communication. We got one into the wall. Whoa, what happened there? I think we got somebody got hooked there, and I believe that was it was Rolando. No. So let's go back to Matt here, and let's watch him from the front view. And not the front suspension. We'll go to the chase view. Better yet, let's go to the rear chase view on him. Maybe on Rolando here. We'll slow it right down. Kind of looks like Matt might have come up on him kind of hard. Matter of fact, let's go to the gearbox view, because it looked like he might have come up on it. And yeah, he hit him a ton. Oh, brother. Oh, Matt. Yeah, he hit him pretty hard. Oh, yeah. Man. And Rolando hit that inside wall like, wow, man, did he ever hit it. So, Rolando, no caution. Guess he kept it off the track enough that didn't bring out the caution. That's a good thing. Rolando isn't getting repairs. He does have a quick repair, so he'll get back out there. Adrian Kemp out here all by himself now. Rolando was his teammate, so that's going to be very costly for Adrian. In the meantime, we'll flip forward up here. Chris Kessler hooked up with Matt Seth Hellman and Doug Nettle. These four here hooked up nose to tail. Chris looking on the outside here, trying to get a run, get past Seth and Doug. This will be for the lead if they can make this stick. You got to have a pretty good run to get by him on the outside. Down a little bit, we got a little side draft. That helps a lot. Adrian Pitton trying to pick up his partner Rolando, so it's going to be probably a good call for them too. They've been working together pretty much all day, so Adrian making his pit stop. He'll be good till the end of the race now. I'm assuming we are almost on lap 50, so 25 to go. They should be able to make it the rest of the way. So these two getting hooked back up, good deal. Matt and Chris do get by Seth and Doug here. And that is for the lead. Matt and Chris doing a little switch there, and that affords Seth to kind of get a good run on that low line, him and Doug, and they retake the lead from him. So them four battle it out. We've got another battle here. This is for 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th right here. Richard Lossler, Josh Abate, William Wingate, and Brian Vandenheck. So there's a big battle going on here for 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Here 5th and 6th, we've got Christopher Bortolotti and Brian Wood still struggling along here, doing a great job, keeping at it. And quite a ways back behind the leaders, 21 seconds behind the leaders. Matt and Chris continue to push here, and they're running 3rd and 4th. The leaders, Seth and Doug here, retake the lead from them, and they're going to switch up now. This is going to afford them back to kind of gather them up a little bit, catch up. So there'll be a race again. Seth and Doug hooking back up after that switch. And Chris and Matt get a run on that outside. And it always seems like whenever you switch like that, you lose so much momentum. Somebody's a couple seconds behind you, they can't catch you and go right on by. Synchronize and switching would help too. That way they, all four of them switch at the same time. That would be great. to stay on these leaders to see when they're going to pit. Should be coming up on their pit window here pretty quick. Be their last pit of the day. They're coming to lap 55 out of 75. I don't believe they can make it the rest of the way on fuel. There's no way. I don't believe so. Starting to catch up on some lap traffic up ahead of them here. Well, maybe a half a straightaway ahead of them. Too awful far. You can see them. So they're starting to catch up on some lap traffic now. Trying to put everybody a lap down. Matt and Chris bidding for the lead again on the outside, and they do make it work. And now they switch. Seeing leaders coming down on pit road. Chris Kessler and Matt Brooks making their final pit stop of the day. And it looks like it's going to be a fuel-only pit stop. And they're away. And our other leaders, Seth Hellman here, and and Doug Nettle both coming down pit road. We've got some other guys on pit road here too. Everybody making their final pit stops for the day. Now it looks like a fuel-only pit stop for both of these guys. And they're away. Still showing Doug as the leader, but we've got a couple coming up on the back side of them here. Chris Kessler and Matt Brooks are going to just smoke by them after they've all made their pit stops now. So these guys, there's going to be a big battle here at the end between these four. They're battling very hard pretty much most of the race. They've all had perfect pit stops. Fuel only, no tires. Probably going to be Chris Kessler in the lead right at this point. And he does take the lead, so a lot of other cars making pit stops here. Brian Vandenheck running in the 10th position. William Wingate. Oh, and Brian loses it. Whoa, what happened there, Brian? Looks like he might have caught the apron or brought it up onto the track just a little bit too soon. Let's go to the chase view here and see if we can kind of get an eye on what happened here. Yeah, he caught that apron. Boy, that was so costly, Brian. Oh, man, that was costly. Wow. Just coming around there and catching that apron like you do, man. I've done it myself. If you don't keep it right on that light gray area, you either got to keep it there or clear down on the bottom apron. But when you catch the two like that, oh man, it can be bad. And it was bad for Brian. Dang. Sorry to hear that, Brian. So he's going back into pits now, getting it fixed up. He'll be ready to go back out. Adrian Kempa and Rolando. Rolando's, I believe he's a couple laps down. He's 3 laps down. Adrian's still running in 5th position. He's pitted to pick up his partner. So good job by that. William Wingate running out there all by himself. Richard Losfer and Joshua Bates still hooked up together. And back up to our leaders here. Doug Nettle and Seth Hellman there trying to reel the leaders back in. Matt Brooks and Chris Kessler have been showing the way here late in the race. So coming to lap 62. 13 to go, guys. Chris trying to air it out just a little bit there, breathing that truck a little. Get a little fresh air in that radiator, cool it off. Leaders switching up now. Up there, switching up. For Matt and Chris to take this low line away from them. A lot of communication going on between all these drivers out here, teammates and all. They've got to be set on making sure that they have, all their communication down, they're switching, pitting, and everything. So they, very important communication, very important between teammates like this. Brian Van Heck still sitting on pit road here. Uh-oh. That was weird. Everybody blinked out. Whoa, that was weird. So our leader is coming to lap 67. 8 more laps to go after this lap. Been caution free the whole race. 67 laps now. A lot of lead changes. A lot of partnering up, losing your partner, taking up with a new partner. We've had a couple of brief little accidents, but not enough to bring a caution out. A couple guys hit the wall. Brian Vandenheck slipped on the apron there, caught the wall. Matt kind of, for lack of a better word, kind of punted a guy and put him into the inside wall. I think that was Rolando. And of course, I put Rolando 3 laps down now, so he ruined his chance for a win here today. So Matt Brooks pushing the leader here in the Coors Light machine, the 01 of Chris Kessler. Trying to push Chris to a win. And running right here in the 3rd spot is Seth Hellman, Doug Nettle. Them 4 have been battling it out since about the beginning of the race, so good job by these guys. Seth and Doug getting a run on the outside here. Then time for us to lead. Laps are closing down. We got 5 to go, guys. Coming to 5 to go. And Matt saying, no, you're not going to take the lead away from Chris and I. This time by will be 5 laps to go. These guys got 5 laps to get it together and get for this lead. Looks right now it looks to be one of these 4 right here, but we'll have to wait and see how this is going to play out, because these guys have been dicing it up so much and switching leads. And it seems like when they switch partners during the draft, when the other 2 catch up and go by them. So this could be a very interesting finish. Who's going to be there on that last lap? Doug and Seth look to the outside again. Coming to lap 72 out of 75. Matt's still leading. Being pushed by Chris Kessler. we're battling it out here. Coming down to the wire, guys. Coming down to the wire. Next time by, be 2 laps to go. Coming to the line will be 1 more lap. We've got a 4-way battle up front here that is going to be, oh man, I just hope we don't see him come across the start-finish line upside down, that's all. I don't want to see any wrecks here now, guys. Man, you guys have been caution-free for 75 laps. Now's not the time to be running the caution, so finish well. Come on, guys, come on, you can do it. This is going to be one heck of a battle right here. It's going to be a photo finish, I can see it. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a photo finish. These guys battling so hard, and Chris Kessler. It looks like Matt's going to wind up pulling it out. Race is over. Matt and Chris, Seth and Doug. Oh my! Wow! What a finish!
Buddy?
Yep, Matt, good win, buddy.
Yeah, I'm wore the hell out.
I'm sweating, man. And I gotta go to the bathroom real bad.
Well, I know you're the best.
I'll wait till you get back to interview you, Matt.
Together.
Push you to the victory.
Congratulations, Matt.
Good job, bud.
I'll wait till you get back from the bathroom, Matt, before I interview you.
Yeah, do those other guys first, man. I gotta go bad.
All right. Chris Kessler, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy.
Thank you.
I got you.
Oh, man, Chris, what a race. You guys going 75 laps, caution-free. We had a couple of little mistakes there, but nothing major. You guys battling up front there for that, bidding for that win. And I got to say, man, that was some of the best racing I think I've ever seen. So can you walk us through the last couple laps here? Because I seen you guys were battling it out hard.
Stressful. That's what I can say. I'm still catching my breath.
Well, congratulations, Chris, on your second place finish, man. You and Matt hooked up so good together. Pretty much the whole second half of that race, you pitted together. You guys just, you danced well together. You switched when you needed. You just did everything, great. All the pit stops were perfect. You took fuel only. I watched you. So great run by everybody, man. A great run, and congratulations again, Chris.
Thanks, Rudy.
Seth Hellman, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
That's Rudy.
Wow, Seth, what a finish, man. The four of you guys battling so hard. That was really some intense racing out there. The guys talking about sweating and stuff. I'm sure you are too. But congratulations coming home third place.
Thank you, Rudy. It was a great race, actually. Good finale for our Season 2 I am actually still shaking, if you can't probably hear it in my voice a little bit, but it was a great race. I'm glad to have hooked up with Doug. He helped me get there to the front and stayed with me the whole time. It was good.
Very cool. Congratulations again. Doug Nettle, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead, Rudy.
Well, I know you finished fourth, but you know what? That was one heck of a race you guys were putting on up front there. You guys made just an awesome show. I didn't know who was going to win it coming to the line. It could have been up to any of the four of you right there, but great running by everybody out there today, man. That was just awesome.
Yeah, I was going to stick with the 98 car. I knew we went ahead and switched. I thought for sure Matt and them guys would have had the car 27 would have had to switch with the 01, but he kept that engine cool, and I was going to go ahead and push him all the way as far as I could. So, yeah, it was a good all-around clean race. Appreciate it.
Well, did we find out who the points winner was? Because I didn't bring up the points. I didn't have time to find out who actually won the championship.
With the win in the race, I believe Matt won the championship.
I'm not really sure, Rudy. I forgot about the incidents taking the points away, and I had a 2X in practice, and I think I had a 4X in, so it's probably gonna, and then I rear-ended a 2, whatever lap I turned him left. I don't know if you saw what happened on that, Rudy, but he was checking up to get back with Adrian, and I was coming up for the quit.
Yeah, I seen that. I kind of rewound it back and watched it from a couple of different angles, and yeah, you punted him pretty hard there. But Rolando come back. He wound up finishing 11th. So, but good job by everybody out there. And Matt, congratulations on your win.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I hooked up with the 18 in the beginning of the race, and then for whatever reason, our bumpers wouldn't meet up very well, and I went back to the pack, and luckily I caught back up with Chris, who I realized that while we were sitting there driving and coordinating our pit stops, I hadn't really drafted with him at all this season. A little bit last season, first couple of races, but not at all this season. So it's the first time we connected.
Well, very cool. Is there anything else you want to say to the guys while we're still on the air here? And I'll just leave it run if there's anything you want to shout out to the guys or anything.
I'm pretty impressed, man. I mean, look at that. We did 75 laps, not a single caution. There was a couple of incidents that messed some guys up. I think the only complaint is that if you don't have a drafting partner on this one, or if you get shuffled back or after a pit stop, your day is pretty much done, unfortunately. But it's going to change when we go next season. We're going to do a couple Charlotte races in the mix. So hopefully everybody that's here now comes back and joins us again for a couple weeks. We'll be throwing up some hosted sessions, but man, what good racing, I think, with everybody up there. And I got to thank the 01 man for helping me out with all this stuff, and everybody else for joining. He does the website and the race points manager, all that stuff he handles, all that kind of thankless work. Everybody thanks me usually first because my name's on the hosted session, but definitely thanks to the 01 and all the guys who sponsor races. Doug Nadel, he did a couple of seasons. He did the first season and a half last year. Richard Lovespur, he did a couple. So, man, thanks to those guys. Everybody else who donated some races or hosted some.
Matt Brooks, Seth Hellman, and Adrian. 1, 2, 3.
That was nice. Yeah, sorry again for getting into you two. I thought for sure I was going to be able to push you.
That I get on the 6 one lap.
I thought I could steal you away from him, but I didn't realize you were checking up so much.
In the last race, he was a 6 on the lap down, and I came first on lap up. I think this was funny. But congratulations, Matt and Chris, and again, thank you for that awesome league that you guys made. You've been so you have that hospitality for me. This is the first league I participate since I joined on iRacing, and I feel very comfortable, and I make some great friends here. So thank you guys, and see you on the next season.
Anytime, Christopher. It's a pleasure racing with you, buddy.
Yeah, good race with everybody in here. Yeah, so I'll put one up right now. I'll do a Charlotte race. We can all just get in there, relax, and run around and work on some setups in there. I'll just leave it open so everybody can mess with it. I won't. How many people we got in here now? If everybody goes in there, I'll just password protect it or make it league only. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll password it. Now forget it. We'll leave it open. Let a couple guys join, but we'll cap it off. And any non-league guys or anybody that you think shouldn't be in there, we'll just get rid of them. But I'm going to do it quick. I'll put it up there. I'll only do like a 30-minute practice, and then I'll just do a quick qualifying, and then we'll start it. So it's not too extended and late. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yep, sounds good, Matt. Hey, I'm going to be kicking off early because I got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. But thanks for running with you guys. I can't wait for next season to go ahead and do it. Like I said, it was good, clean racing up front. I appreciate it. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Chris. And I'll see you guys next season for sure. And around.
Anytime, man. My pleasure. It's fun racing with you, man.
Yeah, I got to join with everyone else in thanking you guys for putting on these races. I'm looking forward to some shorter tracks myself because I think I got a better chance on the shorter tracks that are these bloody push tracks. But thanks, guys. I really appreciate what you guys do. It's tough, you know, all the admin that goes on and so on. The hate mail that you guys get because you have to kick people out and so on. So yeah, a big kudos on you guys, and I'll hopefully see you in the next race. I may not be able to stick around, so we'll see.
So there you have it. That'll do it for tonight's race on A-Main Racing. Their season finale, Matt Brooks coming home the winner, Chris Kessler in second place, Seth Hellman in third, and rounding out the top four that crossed the finish line here, Doug Nettle. So good run by the whole racer, 75 laps, caution free. And Matt Brooks coming home the